Hey friends, Flashback Friday. Do us a favor, hit subscribe. We're covering a lot of real estate updates these days and we don't want you to miss a single episode. So here's what we're dealing with in Southwest Florida. Just from our listing perspective, we're dealing with very few structures. We're down to, I think, vacant land at this point. Every time we put listings in the MLS, they're usually gone within 24 to 48 hours. So we don't have a lot of bricks and mortar to show you single family homes or condos because they're fleeting. We do have vacant land, and a lot of the vacant land is actually even sold. Upcoming, we do have something close to the beach with Gulf access, deeper water, on the Imperial River, surrounded by multi-million-dollar homes. So if you're looking for a vacant home site, that one is going to list, I think, just under 900,000. Also, we're going to list one up in Fort Myers. Also, again, in an area of multi-million-dollar homes, beautiful water, deep water, and that one's going to list under $1 million as well. As far as what we're seeing in the market these days, things are still moving very, very briskly. We're going to overlay a couple of photos just to show you some of the things that we've been doing, including those vacant lots. One of the things that we've done in the last couple of weeks is shown a lot of luxury real estate. We're talking high-rise condos to waterfront Gulf homes, all down the coast from North Fort Myers all the way down to Marco Island. So when I tell you some of these places are absolutely stunning, I mean they're absolutely stunning. This beautiful condo in Sea Glass at Bonita Bay was one of the properties that I showed last week, and I know Angela has been in the Colony at Pelican Landing. I think she was maybe in Treviso and Sorrento this week showing property. I also made it all the way down to Key Marco, which is really unusual. It's one of the highest elevations in Southwest Florida. These are beautiful, brand new homes in an island setting, very limited in people. So it's like super exclusive, very quiet, and you can almost see no buildings. Actually, this property that I showed, you could see no buildings out the back, and you could see the skyline of Marco Island out the front. So really something special. Under $4 million on all of these properties that I'm talking about. We did have a couple opportunities to show single family homes in some of our gated communities like Hawthorne. A couple came on the market in there under 500, one I think in the mid 500s. And again, we will tell you that inventory still is low. While we do have property coming to market and a few lingering, entry-level pricing under 300 is still relatively small homes. I mean, there's one that's a single-family home, is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 600 square foot, and that one's in, under 300,000. The 3-bedroom homes are closer to the 3-bedroom, the $300,000 mark. And, they aren't in the most modern condition. So, we just don't have a lot of real estate here, and what we do have needs a little bit of work just to get into the market. As far as condos go, I'll tell you right now, I've seen a couple come on in Osprey Cove. Osprey Cove offers very low fees, and you can get condos in the low 200s. So I think that one actually has a Fort Myers mailing address, so it might fly under the radar. So if you're looking for a really affordable condo just to get your foot in the door, it'd be a great location to look. Our weather has been absolutely outstanding. If you left for Mother's Day, you're totally missing this. We've never had a May that's been so spectacular. Dry air, light and breezy. You might even hear the palm tree on the window keep squeaking because the wind is blowing. Just beautiful weather. And all of our flowers are out. It is full summer here. We're about to start our rainy season. We are being blessed with this weather here in May. Some of our plants have just really taken off. To that end, I think we'll probably do a little bit of a plant tutorial just to help anybody that's new to the area or thinking of buying to know what to plant that'll just weather the droughts and the wets of summer and will live in any kind of environment. Trust me, I know. I'm basically living on a patch of land that could be considered, we call it the lunar surface, but honestly, it's a hellhole. I've spent thousands of dollars, and I'm back to just putting in the regular old Florida natives that just might live through this, and putting in lawn ornaments for color. But still, some of these are butterfly plants. And I love my butterflies and I love my pollinators, so I'm going to share that with you really soon. And the age-old question is, what's going to happen next? We are in Magic 8 Ball territory. I have said it for a year and a half. People ask me what's going to happen. I don't know. What I usually say is when they say that there's going to be a gas shortage, I'll be like, who had gas shortage on their bingo card? Who had chicken wing shortage on their bingo card? I don't know. There's always a shortage of something. Remember the toilet paper. There's always something going on. I can't predict anything, and neither can most people. But I do pay attention to what's going on with our market. And I will tell you that most of the stuff that I talk about with regard to listings and sales is number related. I am a little bit of a nerd, so I do calculations for every listing I take to make sure that we get the most possible money for sellers. Speaking of sellers, and for sale by owners, that's one of the things that we're trying to help a couple folks through right now. We do have for sale by owners who have now come to us for a little bit of help because they really don't understand a lot of the mortgage underwriting conditions, and where things blow up gets to where we're looking at the 4-point inspections and the wind mitigation inspections, and people with mortgages and old roofs and aged plumbing, all those sorts of things. Because if a buyer cannot get insurance, they cannot close their mortgage. When they cannot close their mortgage, the property doesn't close sale. So we're helping a few people tidy up those things. We encourage people. We know you can sell your real estate yourself. And whether it's me and you're just somebody that stumbled across this video and you're not even in my area, always consider using a professional real estate agent, because they should be able to do these absorption rates and speak with you frankly about the market. But even if you are lucky enough to run into somebody poolside and you're willing to sell your condominium or home to them, a real estate agent can tell you what sort of momentum is behind these buyers to make sure that you aren't leaving money on the table. And they can research things like the age of your roof or other latent issues that you might not realize that aren't going to jive with the loan program your buyer might be using to keep you from falling into these pitfalls. There's nothing fun about being 4 or 5 weeks into a transaction and having it all unravel because of all of the paperwork in the background and things that you might not know and an experienced real estate agent might know. And that's that. So all those things being said, back to the nerdy financial stuff, I do pay attention to a lot what's going on the internet, and I try really hard not to watch the news. I try to just read stuff on the internet because the news is so depressing. But one of the things that I paid attention to is some advice from Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan Chase with regard to a lot of the mask mandates being lifted and places opening up, including the city, New York City, and hopefully getting people back in the offices towards the end of June, July, and thinking that a lot of normalcy will be had in the fall, potentially around the October area. And that's going to influence all of the United States if stuff like that happens. So this might be a good time for sellers to sell, because this could be the peak of the demand, because people might not see the need to leave wherever they're at if they have free reign to go wherever they'd like to go. And we're able to vacation again, walk around freely, and enjoy not wearing masks in most circumstances. And that's it. I don't really have much to offer. Have a great weekend. If we can help you learn more about listing your home in Southwest Florida, give us a call. And also, if we can help you find your new piece of paradise, let us know. We can set you up a search so that you receive automatic listings, especially if they're a very pointed search with regard to neighborhood or your ongoing financial quarterly assessments to keep you in budget. Thanks, folks. See you soon.